Did we make it on time, chat? Chat, I think we made it on time.
Sure we did.
Will he be on time or will he be late? I think we did it on time.
They talking about me?
Oh, it's 10 o'clock according to her phone. We are late. Logan slept in. That's the problem. Logan was late, so we were an hour late.
Yeah. Where the fuck does she live? She's at 10 o'clock.
I think probably Iceland.
Sure.
You're from Iceland, right? Hello, Early Squad. Shout out to the Early Squad. I love the comments and welcome the newest member of the Early Squad. Oh, dang. Glad I'm not the only one who arrives early to an online party. Who brought the snacks? That would be, I think Grimlock was in charge of snacks. Yep. And you're safe here tonight, Piper. There is no nacho. There's no nachos for snacks. There's no co-host named Nacho. And there's nobody that's going to make you feel like shit when you guys play sex trivia. So that was an absolute great episode. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, go watch the Oddcast podcast on the YouTube, The Red Rich, who is tonight's guest. That was hilarious. Not only last night, but all the episodes. That was episode 23, the Michael Jordan edition, I'm pretty sure, which is cool because Triple T episode 23 is going to be happening this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rumor has it Michael Jordan might be actually joining us on the podcast. But I haven't got a hold of him. And if anybody that you know is just named Michael or Jordan, or even Michelle Jordan, because that spelling really fucks me up sometimes.
Sure.
We're cool with that too.
Bring them on.
So there's a whole lot of amazing people here. Oh my goodness, there is so many chat. I love it. Let's do the. Oh yeah, shout out Squeaksbeard.
I'm wearing a Squeaksbeard shirt underneath this.
Ooh,
boom.
Ooh. All right, let's do the intro. Let's get into this. What do you say, Lo?
You know what? I'm already here, and quite frankly, I don't want to go home.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it.
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? We did it. Look at that. We had a bunch of camera malfunctions before, so if Logan starts getting glitchy, it's not you, it's not your eyes. We always have technical difficulties right before the show, but in his defense, he was here 9 minutes before for sound check. That is probably 11 minutes more time than we usually have when he shows up.
Logan time.
Yes, that's why there's Eastern Standard Logan time. So what's up? We got some new faces. We got some familiar, ugly faces. You both know how that is. But I want to show you guys right here. This is Josh Bethel. All right. If you don't know who he is, you're about to know who he is. He is one of the dudes. There's two of them. I don't even know. Maybe I'm just a dick for not doing this. I didn't do my homework because I came up with this idea probably about 20 minutes ago. But Room Green Productions. He's either the owner or one of the owners, and it is an art website. They do all sorts of amazing things. Like they just put out a card series. There's 28 cards of amazing bearded people. There's stuff falling everywhere. I don't know what's going on. So we decided we're going to auction off a custom piece that I recommended him to do, not thinking he'd really do it. And guess what? It's pretty amazing. And if you don't believe me, check this out. It's a Billy Gibbons fan art original painting, 11 by 14 acrylic on canvas board. All right. You guys can see the value of it. So what we're going to do tonight is we are going to auction this off. But since we value our chat so much and we absolutely love you, we want your input while we continue to do a little bit of the introduction. We want to know how you would like to do the raffle, because essentially one of you can win this. So we want to know, it's just me. And what else is amazing is these guys are the Sunday show and a random afternoon show on the Talking Beards Network. We're also live on the Talking Beards Network. So what's up, everybody from the Talking Beards Network? You guys can check out the Room Green production show that they do with Art Assault Sunday, and feel free to let them know. I forget what time because I have a terrible memory. It's like a memory like a goldfish. So I want the chat to know, would you rather us give you a PayPal address, which is going to be matt@beardlaws.com, and every dollar that you put towards this is a raffle entry? Or would you rather do a live style or auction, or maybe a silent auction using the number to text, which is 802-327-3753. It was supposed to be 802-3-BEARDS, but I fucked it up. So it's 327-3753. So I just want to know, let me know in the comments what you guys would rather do. Would you rather do a like $1 an entry? Would you rather do an auction live or silent? All right. So if you guys want to do that, then what we would do, if we got one for silent already. What's up, Toby? If you guys want to do the silent auction, then you would text me a number. So say hypothetically, bid start at $25. Somebody says
it's got to start somewhere higher than $1.
Yes. So we would do that. And then the next one would say this, and we tell no names. We just say prices. You continue to text back and forth, and then we'll end it when it stops. And maybe I'll even talk like an auctioneer. So I'm going to let you guys catch up with the leg. And we got so we got a couple for silent. I'm going to let you guys do this. And while we do that, we'll continue with a little bit of an introduction. And you guys are talking about turkeys. And just out of respect, guys, when Angel and Toby are holding their chickens and holding their turkeys as if they are their pets, let's not talk about how they're holding their next meal. All right. Because a lot of their egg birds, you don't eat the egg birds, you eat the eggs. Talk about unless they're saying the next meal is coming out of the vent for the eggs. So let's do that. So 7. You were close. The correct answer was 8, Bearded Turtle. Shout out real quick too to CT Anderson, who's also CT_Beardlaws, and Bearded Tater Turtle. He's Bearded Tater Turtle everywhere. The mods, all right, behind the scene. What I really need you guys to do though is text me your YouTube actual names, because for some reason I'm an idiot and can't remember them, so I could actually make you mods on the YouTube. But they do a lot of.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Come on. So they do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I thank them. Shout out to Tick Tock, local dude who is doing some research for the show. Shout out to Jake, who is doing some interning with the show, and the brand, who was responsible for the artwork. And you're going to continue to see some artwork, some backgrounds, and some really cool stuff. Really excited to introduce those guys to the team. So welcome, Jake, and welcome everybody else. What's up, Fish Room? And again,
I like this new look here. This is
yeah. So we're doing
almost makes us look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing color coding because, hey, what's up? Oh, we got Coach Backus in the house. Hey. What's up?
Well, naturally, Coach Backus would love this because he's one of the 4 Blue Jay fans that I actually know.
Yep. There was way too many Blue Jay fans in one class. Unreal. And then you had our buddy Dr. Race, who was a White Sox fan. I don't know what happened to him, but
that dropped.
Yeah,
paint chips.
So guys, so we got a couple for auction. We have a couple for PayPal. So for anybody just joining, we want to know, we're going to auction off this amazing piece from Room Green Productions. All right. It's a Billy Gibbons fan art original painting. It's 11 by 14 acrylic on canvas board, and it's going to be shipped right to you. What's up, Bama Andy? Love seeing you in here. It's been a hot minute. It's been almost a year since Bama Andy was a guest on the show. So yeah, we're going to auction this off. We want to know, would you rather have PayPal, where you guys, every $1's an entry, or I think we just do a silent auction. So all you do, there's a number below, 802-327-3753. And when we say, we will, we'll start it now. Let's do that. There was enough for silent auctions. And if you guys want, go ahead and you guys can text the number. We're going to open the bid. What do you want to open it at, Logan?
I think a fair opening bid is 25.
Okay.
I like your 25 number. I had 25 in my head.
Okay.
Except, let's say this though.
Ooh.
If it only gets up to 30 or 35, you know what I'm saying? Like, this piece needs to go for what it's worth. That only makes sense, people.
So silent, yeah. We let's do the silent auction. It'll be a little more fun. Yep. So text the number.
I agree.
Or text that number 802-327 because I don't know who's texting me on the number. All right. I just get a generic number. I don't know who it is. So if you want to say who your name is, obviously we will. But we have to say the winner must PayPal directly after the show. So that way we have the payment. Or if Room Green Productions wants, I'll buy it and we'll figure that out. Either way. So we'll do that. And you guys can put your name in there. You can do whatever, and we'll just have some fun with this.
And you can have my coffee cup. I will buy you a new coffee cup.
We are going to throw in let's hold it up to the camera. We are going to throw in a You're in My Thoughts coffee mug. And for anybody that hasn't been a fan of the show for a long time, You're in My Thoughts was a segment where Logan would tell us a random thought that he thought while he was urinating. And that picture was one that he took himself in the middle of the night. That is the shadow of a picture that he took while he was peeing
up against my neighbor's barn. Luckily, my pee doesn't come out and spell things because that would be weird.
Yes. Well, at least it doesn't hurt in the cartoon. So that's what we're going to do. You are not only going to win this.
I like that idea, Brian.
Billy Gibbons fan art original painting. You're also going to get a You're in My Thoughts coffee mug courtesy of Beardlaws. So guys, text that number again, 802. It's going to be scrolling around. A bit 1,000.
Damn you.
So go ahead, throw it in there, and then what we're going to do in a couple of minutes, we're going to give you guys random updates and saying, hey, we got somebody into the thing, And yeah, okay, we'll go there. And like I said, there might potentially even be bids coming in right now. So we're going to give you a bid update in just a couple of minutes. Let's get the guest in here. What do you say, Logan?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Rich, give us a thumbs up. No, that's the middle finger. No, get that thumb out of there. Anyways,
that came out of. He can do the middle finger.
Oh, and then he smelled
what
it.
The hell?
Then he smelled it. Okay.
That's weird.
Okay. Well, either way, I guess we're just. All right, opening bid was 30. We're at 35. We'll just make it fun. We'll make it fun. If you want to text, we do have a text in there that could be potentially higher.
What about squeak shirt?
And what about a squeak shirt? Jeez.
You know what? Fair.
Okay.
Let's do this.
We are now going to throw in both. We're going to throw in a year. Okay, we're going to throw in a year in my thoughts.
Buy a shout out Squeak's beard shirt.
The ads are not included.
What Squeak looks like, which is fairly.
So the winner's going to get a shout out Squeak's beard shirt, a year in my thoughts coffee cup, and this original painting,
Which
Billy
is the
Gibbons
most
banner.
important part. It's
Yeah.
the painting.
This is absolutely amazing. So again, the number 802-327-3753. Let's do this. Yeah, silent though. Yeah, so but he's a little slow. He's my cousin. He's a little bit slow. But either way, guys, yeah, just please text that number. That way it's silent. Great point, Toby. All right, let's do the intro. Let's bring in the guest. I'm super excited.
Let's fix the show by getting Red Rich on, please.
Yeah, we really need the help. All right, here comes the intro. You would think I'd have this ready where I just press it, but I do. As mentioned, tonight's guest is the Red Rich. He's a man who started TikTok with a much smaller beard and a handful of wiener, corn dogs to be exact. They're the same thing, right? A man who loves himself some banquet beer. A man who's walked into way too many bathrooms that smell like Doritos and dick cheese. A man who allegedly was the original Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell, but got fired. A man who gets outsmarted by his own kids every single time. A man who warms up his socks in the microwave before he shakes hands with the milkman. A man who loves thunderstorms more than Garth Brooks, the self-proclaimed king of pickup lines. Somebody that we're proud to call our bearded brother. The one, the only, the Red Rich!
What's up, fuckers? What's going on, guys? I mean, I'm just excited to be included in a bearded group because everybody that knows me will call me the beardless wonder. So I appreciate that more than you know.
Yes.
More than you know. And I'd like to throw in, too, with the silent auction, whoever the winner is, I will offer up a guest spot on the next game night of the Oddcast, and I promise to keep my clothes on for the whole interview.
Wow, that is a tough promise. But all right, so let's just recap this amazing deal that has to be a silent auction. And again, that's a great point. Toby, one of the guys on Triple T, we don't beard shame here, all right?
True.
And I have to admit, from the very first TikTok that I saw you in, which obviously you've seen, I've done my homework. I do a deep dive on every guest, and
Impressed.
Your beard is much better than it
Thank
is
you.
now. And I'm gonna say it. Your physique looks a lot better. You know what I mean? It honestly, it does. You look good. And I'm gonna get to the kind of evolution of this.
You trying to make out with me? Because I will. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, you ever try to make out with a beard like this? You might as well just grab one of those Joe Dirt mullets.
Velcro.
So
I dated a few Italians. I'm used to it.
Yes, you get it. So much stash. So yes, Josh is thanking you as well. So to recap real quick, not only are you going to get a shout out Squeak's Beard t-shirt, a Year in My Thoughts coffee mug, you're going to get the original artwork by our dude in the Talking Beards Network best artist, Josh Bethel, and you're going to get a guest spot on the next trivia night with the Oddcast podcast. That is an amazing deal. And I guess just a quick little update. We have a couple of bids that we will get to in a minute. But what I do is I start off every single podcast with the same question. Some people think I'm not original, but Logan, our goal in 2021 is to teach him how to edit videos. But now that we have Jake, he might be doing this edit, and maybe he's going to work with Logan. But because Logan doesn't really know how to use a computer. But I want to do a mashup of this because, again, every single person has answered this question. So I want to ask, what got you into TikTok? And why I ask this is because so many people have a different story. Some are absolutely amazing, and some are absolutely boring, like COVID. I was like, that's what you got? Yeah, COVID.
It's almost everybody's answer, I think.
Yeah.
For
now he has to
me,
switch his answer.
no, it's definitely. I mean, it was partially COVID, but I mean, I was on Vine, so I made content on Vine, and then I didn't do anything for like a really long time, and I was bored as all hell, and I was watching TikToks left and right, and I was like, some of these are just trash. Like, I'm not good and I'm not great, but I know I could do well on here. Also, I just needed to do something to escape reality.
Exactly.
And TikTok seemed like an idea. So I could create this alter ego in Red Rich where I'm this like outspoken, let's have fun, do crazy shit and make people laugh. When really inside, I'm just going, are you proud of me, Dad? And that's literally what it comes down to. So,
yep. And it's funny because you are the seventh guest that had that same exact issue. But no, I thought you'd be a little more original, but no, I'm kidding. So who was the first person on any social media, Vine, say YouTube, TikTok, that followed you and you kind of fangirled a little bit?
It would go back to Vine's Charlie Classic.
Nice. Charlie's a great dude.
Charlie, actually,
I say was. He's still is a good dude.
I mean, that's like
Charlie went from Vine to TikTok. He's not that cool.
It's questionable. You know, he was. We had a lot of fun back in the Vine days too. There was this thing called Uvu, and you could like hang out. It was like a hangout video chat thing, and he used to hang out with us and BS with us all hours of the night, whatnot. But so yeah, it was definitely Charlie from Vine for sure.
Nice. Yeah. To answer Toby's question, I didn't do Vine either. I kind of did Musically for a hot minute and was like, nope, and then went to the TikTok. But yeah, Toby, you're not alone on that. So so in the early days in TikTok, you were all about the banquet beer. Are you still a big fan of the banquet beer? I love it.
I actually I'm a full-blown alcoholic who quit drinking 6 months ago. So I mean, I was very into it, like to the point where I spent more money than I should have on it. But Banquet was my stuff. They never sponsored me, which those bastards.
You know what's going to happen?
They're going to happen now.
You now.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to happen now. I mean, I'll take the merch because I love the logo, but no, I loved the Banquet a little bit too much. But
well, sounds like a lot too much, and that's okay. No, congratulations. I didn't see that TikTok.
I don't know if it's up there. I think I did it on like YouTube, like a whole like special about it type thing. But I only started drinking Banquet because of Sam Elliott. Literally the only reason. I was a Bud Heavy guy forever. And
that's
then
a smart switch though.
Yeah. I was obsessed with the show The Ranch, and they drank Banquet because he's, I guess, sponsored by them. And I was like, that little stubby bottle looks amazing. Thank you, Nacho, my brother.
You're telling me that Sam Elliott's voice made you drink Banquet beer?
Yeah, this beer is brewed fresh. I can't do a Sam Elliott, but that was it because the little stubby bottle reminded me of my dick, and I was like, ooh, I like that, and I should support it. So
every time you drank one of those short bottles, you were secretly thinking about your dick.
Yes, all the time.
Every guy wants to. Every guy wants to. He figured it out.
He did. Wow. You're on the next level. So I'm going to give you guys a quick little update. We had a bid that went from 35. We had another bid that went to 50. And then we had another bid that is 100.
Yeah, baby.
So to let everybody know, the silent auction bidding is $100, and this is silent, so you will not know whose it is, who did it until after. So if anybody would like to, we're going to do increments of whatever. We're at $100. So any increment, even if you want to do 101, I don't care at this point. But again, there will need to be some payment, and we'll figure that out. But again, the silent auction is at $100 for the entire pack. If you just joined and you want to know what the auction is, let us know. And we will go ahead and redo this, and we're going to get back to this, get back to the universe. So you did a skit about being 10 minutes from home, but 6 minutes away from shitting your pants. Was this based on a true story? Because I feel like we've all been there.
Oh, daily. Like I'll close up shop. This is the place where I just left this company, but I would close up the store and do my thing, and I'd spend the last 15 minutes alone. And I would always stand there and just be like, is it time? And there's nothing, there's no gut bubbles, there's nothing. I'm safe to drive home. I only live 15 or 20 minutes away. We're ready to go. And it's like, as soon as that push to start thing hit and I pulled out of the parking lot, my stomach was like, fuck you. And it was just every single day. I mean, my diet didn't help either, but every single day.
Yeah, it's funny when I had a lot of similar stomach problems, and when I stopped drinking super heavy every single day, it did the same thing with me. Like I stopped almost shitting my pants every car ride.
It's amazing. And I tell you what, too, shit is the smartest thing in the world because it knows when you're closer to home, like, I mean, you're holding it in and it's just not, it's not going to happen. Then you get to the door, you fumble your keys. You can't find there's only 2 keys on the whole chain.
Sweating.
Yeah, 100%. As soon as you get to your front door, it's like, yeah, I'm coming out. It's over.
What's kind of unfortunate though is like when you're drinking that much, obviously there's a lot of terrible benefits, but you don't need an amazing product like the poop knife. I don't know if you've ever heard of the original poop knife, but we got a quick little video from our friends at Original Poop Knife.
Imagine you're minding your business on the toilet when you go to flush and uh-oh, it won't go down. You take a look to see what you've done, and oh, sweet mercy. Good thing you have a poop knife to chop up that turd. Now it can flush easily. Thanks, poop knife.
Head on over to theoriginalpoopknife.com. Be a samurai, the porcelain poo-poo platter. And use the hashtag original poop knife. They not only have poop knives, but they have great accessories.
Gives a better more normal meaning to turd cutter than other people.
That is I've never needed a product so much in my entire life that I didn't know I needed.
Yeah, and the poop knife is dishwasher safe and can be used to spread cake frosting. Woo! Multi-use. So quick little update. The bid is at 105. 105.
Nice.
Very
All
nice.
right. So speaking, we're going to continue with this trend, and we're not going to continue with a poop knife or poop, but you have walked into many bathrooms at work, and apparently it's super dangerous. And I feel like every single one of us, I don't care if you're a dude or a woman, because I did maintenance and clean bathrooms, and you women are just as disgusting. But you walked into there, and Doritos and dick cheese, that's a very specific smell profile. So tell us a little bit about that cloud that you used to work into.
So I was making those videos for a while. I guess, I don't know if it was a trend or I was just doing, I don't know, but where you just kind of, Iron Sanctuary, Beer Bong John, they all kind of did it. So you just kind of kick in the door, walk into the bathroom, say your piece in the mirror. Well, one day I was going to film a video and the guy that I work with had like come out 20 minutes. So I figured it had to be safe. It had been 20 minutes and it legitimately smelled like Doritos and dick cheese. And I that was the first thing, like it smelled like Bigfoot's dick. It was absolutely horrendous. And he's a big gamer, like he just survives on Doritos and Mountain Dew. Makes a ton of sense. But it was and he probably doesn't shower that well. If you're watching, I would say that to your face. But
he's going, yeah.
I don't shower at all.
Like, that's me, guys. Shout me out. I just made the beard laws.
My God, dude! When I tell you, it smacked me in the face. It was the most horrendous thing I've ever smelt in my entire life. Red nose. It was really bad.
No, I'm not wondering because I can sadly picture that smell and like I've been and when I work
scenarios that could have actually happened anyways.
And I work IT, so there are that exact person that comes to mind. A couple of them that are just you know what I mean, just gamers, not very healthy, lots of Doritos, lots of dick cheese. But
and Toby, I know that because from the sleepover at your house, Uncle Toby. Okay, yeah. I'm not calling you that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, no, there goes that nickname, Toby. Now he has to come up with another one. So tell us about the time that Iron Sanctuary actually hired you to clean out his pipes. And there was a whole bunch of crunch berries in there, rubber ducks. Did you find anything else kind of good that, maybe we can have a little bit of some breaking news on the Iron Sanctuary pipe cleaning?
Yeah, so I did actually find some leather and lace as well, which was strange. But now looking at some of his newer videos, it makes a ton of sense. The job did not pay well. Not even a duet. I got a comment, but no pay. No.
No. So for anybody that's wondering, he did a just kind of a fun skit. Iron Sanctuary did not actually hire him, but when Iron Sanctuary was doing the whole King of the Ducks and the whole the duck thing and all the little Orbeez and stuff, he did a great video. Scroll back a long ass ways to watch that video.
Way back. That was like one of my original, two. I think I had just kind of started and I had just gone viral. And I was like, I need to get somebody's attention. Like I'm friends with the regulators, and I was like, I need to get somebody's attention. And I was like, well, I'm going to go after Iron Sanctuary, see if this works. And we did see the video, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. And that was a cool idea. And that's funny because Grimlock says that is his poop smell as well. So yeah. I mean, I
believe it. I believe it.
But if you guys are ever needing anything printed on a 3D printer, guys, hit up King Grimlock. He's got 2 printers going and he does some amazing work. Check out his TikToks. Grimlock smash. So you did a skit about the microwave in the sock, as we mentioned in there. And I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Please tell me that was based off a true event.
My mom is watching, so sorry, Mom. Oh. But yeah, no, I don't know. She knows there's no book. Yeah, 100%. So I was like,
give a quick little story for anybody that doesn't know. What he did is he did a skit, and apparently this really happened. Is he warmed up the sock in the microwave, and then shook hands with the milkman. Choke the chicken. What else? Whatever.
Oh, there's a whole bunch.
There's a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah. 5 knuckle shuffle. Whatever you want to call them. I don't. It just randomly. Like I was like, wonder what would happen if like I nuked this sock. Like what? How would that feel? It feels fucking fantastic. By the way,
I don't feel bad for the mama because she had him. All right, she had him and raised him. I don't feel bad. I feel proud for her.
I blame it on my father.
It's better than. Oh yeah, my bad. Not the chicken. That's a bad one. I'm sorry, Toby. I'm sorry. We don't choke the chickens.
It was legit. So this was years ago, and then there was one night I was just starving for content, and I was like, I need something edgy or fun. Now, mind you, and I'm sure you get to it. Most of my videos at that time were with my son. So it was people who were following me were like, oh, here's this sweet family friendly guy. Now here's a jerk off video.
Yep. It did transition really quickly, and it paid off. It paid off really well for you. Yes, punching the one-eyed clown, and there was some great little, I guess, sexual references in their trivia show. Guys, go check it out. The Red Rich on YouTube and watch episode 20. Watch them all, but when you get to episode 23. Amazing. And this is Matthew Tynan Talk on TikTok, who is doing some research in helping produce with some questions and stuff. So big shout out to Matt Tynan. Go follow him on the TikTok, Tynan Talk. That is the greatest Yes. That is a good one. Yes. No, don't chuck chickens, ducks. And Toby's got turkeys now.
It's okay to punch clowns, though.
Yeah, you can get the clowns. So you've had some great skits back in the day. You know what I mean? The one that we did. You had some great stuff with, what was it, Memory Lane Monday, the Great Grandpa, Toilet Talk, just a lot of stuff. You did a lot of stuff, too, about being a fat guy. And these were just a couple of ones that came to mind. Do you have any plans to potentially, hopefully not the fat guy one, to bring any of these skits back, or are they just done?
It was one of those things like the great grandpa thing. I absolutely love because it's just something that I've always done. I actually never got to meet my great grandfather, but I can only assume that's what he sounded like because his name was Morris Schechter, So I would be like, okay, so I would just do this, like, hey, Esther, get me my pudding when I watch my Tiki Talkies. By the way, Piper absolutely hates that fucking voice, and I'm so glad you allowed me to do it.
Fantastic.
I love them.
You know it is.
It had to be. The name like that. It did not sound like that.
I'll punch the one-eyed clown.
Get me my warm sock. I don't like the cold one.
Yeah. So here's a question that Tynan came up with. So obviously you're a fellow New Yorker. We talked a little bit behind the stage. You're a diehard Mets fan, just a big New Yorker. And it's funny because we talk New York, you know what I mean? And everybody thinks New York City. And you're a lot closer to New York City, so you get a little bit of that stuff. But do you have any adventures or any kind of travel stories, or maybe even any hot spots, maybe some local establishments that you traveled back in the day that are past Schenectady?
So I've been to Buffalo. I don't know if that's past Schenectady because I'm
we'll go with
terrible with reading a map. That was for like a work trip. Yes, absolutely. That's my buddy P Fed. Let's go Mets, baby. By the way, Carlton Clothing, please make this shirt again. I need one that fits. Thank you.
I just thought how to spell prostate.
I've been there. I've been to Canada. I went through New York to get to Canada. But honestly, no, man. As a Long Islander, I kind of just stay here. Like you don't leave the island. You avoid the city at all costs. I spent tons of years out in the Hamptons, not living there because I'm poor, but working.
Yeah.
And no, I mean, my uncle has property in Skenevis.
That sounds like an STD. So I've never been there.
Canisius, maybe.
But I know that's up there, and it's fucking cold.
Where did you cross to get into Canada? In Buffalo?
So the first time was up through Buffalo. The second time was actually through Minnesota. We were up in Minnesota, and then
shout out Minnesota.
Yeah, weird territory thing where like you have to go through Canada to get back into this little area of Minnesota that was unclaimed. I don't know, whatever it was.
Yeah, the reason is we live on the St. Lawrence River, which is the 1,000 islands, because there's just a ton of different islands on this river.
Great
and where we live, there's 3 international bridges within 2 hours of us, I think. 4.
Oh,
there's I think Plattsburgh, Messina, Ogdensburg, and Alexandria Bay. So I think there's 4 international bridges. So we're like, if anybody crosses Canada, if we're ever allowed to go back over there, and when any of those 4, you make sure you get a hold of the Beard Laws crew, and we will hang out. So
absolutely.
So let's ask you this question, another tie-in question that is good. And for anybody that is looking for a bid update, we are up to $125. We're up to $125.
It's good.
You guys really want me to keep my clothes on?
There isn't a bridge. I'm pretty sure.
There's not a bridge, but if you go,
there's one near Plattsburgh.
There's a land pass. There's a land pass.
No, but there's something near Plattsburgh that you can cross. Anyways, because I remember doing it to go to Montreal, and I got in trouble.
Well, if you wanted to go to Montreal, you cross the bridge to go to Vermont and then up to Montreal. But there's a land pass in Plattsburgh or above Plattsburgh, Rouse's Point. Sorry. Anyways,
okay.
Whatever.
My bad. Anyway. So the toasted roast for the 420 episode sounds pretty amazing. How much fun are you expecting that to be? And this is a 2-parter. What's one of your kind of favorite stoner movies?
Okay, so definitely the roasted toast. So we usually do our shows on Wednesdays, but 420 happens to fall onto a Tuesday. And with having you been whacking off part of the roast, there's no way that we couldn't do it on 420. So last night we decided that's what we're going to do. I think it's going to be great. I get roasted daily. We have a group chat with some friends, and it's a daily roasting of me. And I thoroughly enjoy it. Like, I love when people make fun of me. It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world, because I have that theory that if you're being made fun of to your face, they actually like you. But if you're being ignored, they fucking hate you.
Absolutely.
So,
exactly.
On this group, however, they do fucking hate me, but they also roast me to my face. So it's fair.
It is. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about, guys, check them again. It is the Red Rich. We say the Red Rich, and it is the Oddcast podcast. It's amazing. I've been able to watch a couple of their shows live. It's Wednesday, 9 p.m., correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So if you're anywhere else, then you do the math, because I am sick of doing that goddamn conversion. We're from New York. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to see It's Piper. You're going to see Nacho, who was in here as well. And Nacho has a fantastic collection behind him. If you want to know what the collection is, tune in and go check it out, guys. Make sure you hit that follow button. So close to 1,000 followers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link to all of theirs while we're in here. It is in the description if you are on YouTube. So you guys can do that, but I'll post it in here so that way you guys can go over there. And for the 3,457 million people watching the show right now, he's going to get to 1,000 followers. No much minus.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but so we'll make sure to throw that up there, and not actually throw it up, but let me ask you another question. Unless Logan, you got a question for him?
Keep going. You're on a roll.
I'm on a roll. Let's ask another. Let's go. This was another tie-in one. Tell us a little bit about your co-hosts. That's a great segue.
So the lovely Miss Piper. So it all started out when the show first started. We called it All Things Black and White. It was me and a buddy of mine, Bobby. He's not really into TikTok or anything like that. He does stream gaming, and we worked together. And we were like, hey, let's just do a podcast, man. It's COVID. There's nothing going on. Everyone else is doing it. We might as well try it out too. So we did a couple episodes. We had fun with it. It was a total shit show, but we had a great time. And
they're always a complete shit.
Total mess. I mean, got cut off and just horrendous, but we had so much fun. And I had met Piper through TikTok. She was in one of my lives. A couple of people that we all became friends with, and it became this little group. So I said, hey, why don't you come on the show one time, and we're going to do what women say versus what they actually mean, and you could tell us if that's accurate. And we had a really good time with it. And then I was like, man, you know what? It's 2021. And if I'm going to be a successful podcast, well, my co-host is already black. I might as well get a woman, and then everyone's going to love me. Everybody. Well, Bobby, it didn't turn out that way. Jay, a good amount of people love us, and that was it. She was that night. I messaged Bobby. I was like, she's got to be on full time. He agreed, and we brought her on immediately. So she became a part of it. We changed the name to the Oddcast. Bobby had to move on to different things with his new work schedule, and then in January we decided to add Nacho and Vela to the group.
Yeah, they're great additions.
Couldn't be happier about it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, look at that. So just real quick update. You are up to 949, almost 950.
Thank you.
Go. Keep that up, guys. Link is in there. And actually, I believe we have a little bit of some breaking news. Let's just hit it. Yeah, let's go. You might be going, what the hell is that? And maybe you haven't seen it before, but do you know what's about to happen to you?
I've seen this.
Okay, so this is the Masked Interviewer, and I'm super excited about it because we are bringing this back. We're able to do it. Everybody loves this, and so you know how it works. Then you get 3 guesses. You ask as many conversations. The Masked Interviewer has to respond honestly. Okay. So you go back and forth. I will randomly ask you. I need a guess. I need a guess. If you guess correctly at any point of your guess, they reveal themselves. If you strike out 3 times, something that Mets could not do for the Mets and probably isn't going to do for the Blue Jays, then you will get the Masked Interviewer will go back into the pool and be reused. This person could have been somebody on the show before. This person could have not. It could be somebody that you know, maybe somebody you don't. I don't know. Let's have some fun with it. Masked Interviewer, are you ready? They chose a different route, and I like it. Welcome, everybody. Mr. Nobody.
Evening, everybody. How are we all doing tonight?
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Great. Now that you're here.
Well, I did this so I could sing that song that's real popular on social media, that my mother told me someday. Yeah, you know the song.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be the other one that choked me. Like, I was like, this was just got fucking awkward.
Choke
Well, obviously, Red Rick is our guest, Mr. Nobody. So I'm going to let you guys, we're going to sit back. We're going to let you guys have a conversation. And I will randomly say, hey, let's go. Do you have a guess? I've had a Red Rick.
Right. Mr. Nobody.
Mr. The Red Ridge.
Yes. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. I got a question for you.
I have an answer.
Have you hit the 1 million mark on TikTok?
I have.
Okay.
And then some.
And then some. And have you ever been hit in the head with a frying pan?
I have not.
Damn, there goes that one. I thought I had it in one shot. I was fucking walking out of here like Mr. Big Shot, like Cespedes after a 3-run bomb. Mr. Nobody.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever painted your body and or beard for Christmas?
No. I truly believe that the number one thing that you should never do is put anything in your beard that colors it or changes its appearance outside of maybe like what Matt does here, which ornaments, things like that.
Yeah, who would put glitter in their beard?
Glitter.
So this is going to be a little bit of a reach, but Rich, I'm going to ask you for your first guess.
My first guess is going to be Bama Andy.
All right, Mr. Nobody, are you Bama Andy? If you are, reveal yourself.
I am certainly not Bama Andy.
He is not Bama Andy. That is strike number 1. And just to let everybody know, I am the only other person in the entire world that knows who Mr. Nobody is. So
We had a nice conversation earlier.
I don't know if it was nice, but hey, congratulations, by the way. The Red Rich YouTube is at 950 subscribers. Let's go. Let's
Get
go.
it to 1K. All right, Mr. Nobody.
Mr. The Red Ridge.
Would you, I don't know if I could ask this way. What kind of content do you make on the Tick Tock?
I mainly do comedy content. I tend to find that making people smile is the best way to run a TikTok.
Okay.
He's
I'm going to
struggling.
go back to a question I asked and rephrase it because technically I asked the wrong question. Have you ever been hit with a prop frying pan?
Oh, a lot.
Got it.
Are you feeling confident? Would you like to make guess number 2? Just remember, if you do guess wrong,
You
got one left.
Down to my last strike. I am going to go with They Call Me Toby.
Mr. Nobody, are you Mr. Toby? They call me Toby.
You sexy son of a bitch. When I said the frying pan and you said no, you threw me off. And I was like, wait a second. I know Toby well enough that Toby would go, you know what? It's technically not a real frying pan. So
That's exactly. As soon as you asked, I went, shit. Wait, no, I haven't.
What's up, buddy?
Say shit, honestly.
It's good to see you, man.
You too.
So we planned this out like a week or so ago, and he's like, "My voice is so recognizable," and I was like, "Just use a voice changer," and he was like, "So sorry to put you through that for the next 3 days of frustration." And you, not 3 days, but he went through it, figured it out. Now he has another kind of trick to his arsenal, and we're super excited. He got quiet in the chat, but he was still chatting. It was impressive.
The TikTok videos you can make with that thing are going to be incredible.
Well, the only downside is that everything that I do on here is on my PC. But I already do. Okay, so for those of you that have seen any of my psychotic stuff that I do, that I go into KineMaster and I reduce the pitch by -1 to give him that low growly kind of voice.
I love psychotic. That is one of the best things.
And now I can no longer say that he's just an OC on TikTok. Now he's an actual character from movie history, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's when they start to come at you for copywriting or stealing content, they can't with that one. Not that that's been done before, but so Toby, do you have a question or two that you would like to ask the Red Rich now that you're on here? Feel free to ask a question or two if you would like. If not, I know you're going to have one. It's like saying, is the Red Rich going to hit the vape on the show? Like, we know that's a yes. We like,
so,
going to
yeah, absolutely. So, okay, first of all, I'm upset that I don't ever see Red come across my TikTok pages anymore. So, like, I have to go to your page. But what I will say is you are the best part of my my Instagram feed.
I
can guarantee that I'm going to see your content on my Instagram feed, which is awesome. I love every single video you do. But as an original content creator myself, do you find it frustrating or kind of like do you find anxiety in trying to constantly come up with new and original content like on a daily basis? Because for the people like you and I that essentially try to do as much original content as humanly possible, I know it can just get tedious and frustrating to try to think of new things, especially for me. I do a lot of skits, but you do just these one-off things that are just amazing. And I just sit back all the time, go, man, does it wear you out? Does it emotionally kind of get stressful trying to think of the next thing to do?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the things. So it would become really frustrating because you'd spend so much time thinking about it or putting it together or writing it out, especially when it's just me doing it by myself. And then it would either completely not go anywhere. TikTok did their thing. And I'm fortunate to have a very, very large following, but it didn't move. So that would get frustrating. And then trying to come up with what you think is funny or might make somebody laugh. So that's when I got to the point when I just stopped with the comedy or the skits and I started that Scariest 60 Seconds feed, which lasted for a little while. Yep. And it really took off. I mean, it brought my account back to life again. But it's part of the reasons I don't know. Like I said, my videos don't come across your thing. I actually have decided to step away completely from TikTok and be done with it. I was spending majority of my day trying to come up with a new Scariest 60 Seconds. And yes, for anybody that's watching and is always asked, are these real stories? Are they not? No, I made them all up, but I never let anybody know. Oh, the chicken, because it added to that. So, but it became too time obsessed. My kids would be running around doing things. They're 5 and 2, and I'm like, I'm missing all this because I'm trying to think of content.
Yeah.
So I just decided that TikTok, time to put it away. I'm going to put my creative energy into the oddcast. That's where my heart is. That's where my passion is. And I'll make some funny stuff over on Reels, over on Instagram.
Yeah. No,
Excellent.
That's great. So I just want to give a quick little update on the silent auction, and we're going to do this for 10 more minutes. All right. So at 9:55 on my time that's there, the bidding is 126. 126.
Let's go, people.
So it's 126 is the highest bid, and so I wanted to wait and ask this question because I knew the mass interview. Well, I didn't think he was going to get guessed, but just in case, because it's something that you both have talked about on your social medias. So what do you call it, Toby? Thanosing.
Thanosing, as that's my one major claim to fame on TikTok is I was the one that first started using the term Thanos or Thanosing or anything like that. And it was in a video when it all first started happening in early 2019, when TikTok announced that they were going to change their platform to being 17 plus, which, as we all know, they never did. But I said, but at the same time, mass deletions were happening from really good creators that hadn't been doing anything wrong and nobody could figure out why. So I made a video saying, TikTok, you need to get your shit together. On one hand, you're in the Harry Potter universe and you're fetus deletusing every person that you see that's under the age of 17. On the other side, somebody gave you access to the Infinity Gauntlet and you're snapping your fingers and Thanosing good creators. And that term blew up.
I stole it from you.
I'm gonna just answer this real quick. So just real quick, and then we're gonna get back into this because it's something that you both have spoke very vocally about. So I just wanted to get your opinion. Rich, we are bidding on a custom art piece by Room Green Productions. All right, the Billy Gibbons fan art original painting. All right, and this is an 11 by 14 acrylic on canvas board, and we are giving away a shout out Squeaks Beard T-shirt and we are giving away You're in My Thoughts coffee mug. So we're going to give away that shirt, that coffee mug.
And a guest spot on the next trivia.
And a guest spot in the trivia night on the Oddcast podcast, which is going to be on the Red Rich YouTube. So just a bunch of amazing stuff. It is by far one of the greatest packages that we've given away on this show. So if you want to kind of comment about it.
Package I've ever given away.
Well, that's.
I think I killed it.
Oh,
nope. Okay. We're good.
No, it just gave we're good. What? So worth it. Yeah. So the number on the bottom of the screen is what we're doing a silent auction. Nikki, if you would like to, the bid is 126 and the number is 802-327-3753. Bearded Terror Turtle or CT if you want to put it in the chat. Let's go for it. So Rich, if you want to kind of comment, because I know you've been vocal about it, there's been a lot of communities affected. You've personally said, hey, this account is gone. Let's get it back. And yeah. I mean, just most recently, the one that I'm seeing is TikTok Jesus is gone. Unbelievable. The guy doesn't do anything that breaks any community guidelines. And yet vegan teacher was kicked off, but back again. So it's just, to me, it's one of those things that it bothers me because I don't think anybody's actually viewing what they're being reported. Like You've Been Whacking Off was reported for being an extreme terrorist and then nudity. Yep. None of his videos have anything to do with any of that. And his account was banned. There's so much shit that you come across on your For You page that should not be on there based on their community guidelines. And yet all these really great accounts, the regulators are their original account gone. You've Been Whacking Off gone. TikTok Jesus gone. Toby, you had your first account banned, right?
First two
gone. Vegan teacher and every other underage person twerking in next to nothing. Yeah.
So to go along with kind of like what you're saying, where you're talking about there's accounts there's worse accounts, believe it or not, there's worse accounts than the vegan teacher. And everybody knows she's doing even worse things on YouTube right now.
Unreal.
But I have reported two things recently to TikTok that I've been told that neither one of them violate community guidelines. One of them was a sponsored video where a girl was completely topless. Literally, the only thing she was wearing was her underwear. Full frontal, dancing around, just jiggly bits all over the place. TikTok was like, yeah, this doesn't violate. I'm like, what?
Can you send me that just for research purposes?
So it did finally get taken down, but it was up for 3 months. It had 375,000 likes.
Jesus.
And then there
we
was
lost
another
our
one
live
where
for running an ad for. Well, they said it was an ad, even though it was just a video with our friends, drunk engineers, and showing how the product works. So
Yep.
yeah.
And then the other one was so like your standard troll account or whatever. They only had 2 videos, but one of them had 37 million views to the video. And it was a picture of a girl standing sideways, had her shirt lifted up to here, and it was all side boob and literal like nipple. And I sent a picture to TikTok because when you report, you can report and you can add a picture. So I reported and I added a picture. And I even had a red box surrounding the breast and the nipple with an arrow pointing to it. And it says, seriously, this does not violate it. We've reviewed your report, and we have determined that this does not violate the community guidelines. Thank you so much.
So no one's reviewing it. It's based on how many likes they're getting. Like, that's so stupid.
It goes back to how many reports. Toby, I don't know if you remember a while back. Remember that whole incident with the pedophile guy that everyone was reporting?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this guy was nice.
That was a good one.
That was
Did
a
you
really
see the
good
result? Did you
Holy
see?
shit.
That was yeah, that's another turkey.
That's another turkey. Well, I did a preemptive strike. I got 2 turkeys and 3 guineas today, or 4 guineas today.
Nice work. And there's a guy too that on the mentally criminal podcast that Cody and Zach Galloway, or Schizophrenic Hippie and Zach Galloway do, that it's somebody that is like pretending to be a mental health advocate and be able to help all these people. I forget whatever the name, but this person as well is like taking advantage of pretending to be this and like taking advantage of like kids and stuff. And this account just won't go away as well. And there's proof, there's conversations, and it's just an odd thing.
Well, this
now,
is
here's
the
the
thing
other
going.
thing.
Sorry.
Now, here's the other thing. Now, I know Rich, Matt, myself, Logan, I'm sure the way that we handle certain people is completely different than the way that people are going about doing this. And truly, to be honest, people are making the biggest mistake in the way that they're going about this. Vegan Teacher goes away when you stop showing Vegan Teacher. Vegan Teacher goes away when you stop stitching her videos. Vegan Teacher goes away when you stop following her to see what she's going to say or do next. Vegan Teacher goes away when you stop duetting her, reporting her, and mentioning her, in your TikToks.
Absolutely.
Pedophiles. Well, pedophiles, a little bit different. Obviously, you should report them, but the more you point them out, the more you're going to push other pedophiles or whoever like-minded people towards them. Trolls go away when you don't give them a voice. These people all go away when you stop giving them a platform. The problem that TikTok has is they can't stay away from the drama, and everybody wants to make a name for themselves by being the person that points them out. Case in point. And nothing against him. Everybody knows I'm friends with Ethan Trace. I love Ethan Trace. I'm not talking down about him, but he led this crusade against the Vegan Teacher. And when her account went away, he made this big post that he was all happy and let's go and everything like that. But then he made another post saying, hey, I don't want my content to just be about Vegan Teacher. You guys need to stop tagging me in all these videos and so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Then she came back, and the next video you see from Ethan is she's back. We need to get rid of her. I'm like, didn't you just say?
Yeah.
And the way that you get rid of people like this is by ignoring them. You go, nope, not my thing. Report, block, move on. But people can't just do that. Everybody has to have their opinion out in the ether. So by stitching that video, saying what they do. Now, don't get me wrong. I made a video recently where I stitched a guy because he was talking about his followers. Now, he's got a ton of followers, and I felt it necessary to put it out there because what he specifically was doing was acting towards his followers in a way that relates back to anybody that has a larger following. There's this stigma that goes around with having a larger following. I don't care if you only have 100,000 or if you got 100 million. Once you reach a certain level, people start looking at you that in this way that you have an ego, you've got this attitude, a God complex. You think you're better than everybody, but because that's their perception of that number. They're not trying to get to know the person. But the moment this guy started saying, I hate, the most annoying thing on TikTok is people that stitch your video and do this. And then he was like, it's boring. I'm like, stop.
I love those people.
You'd be nothing without those people.
Yeah.
I don't care if somebody makes a duet of my video and the whole screen is black and just has a laughy emoji. Thank you so much for putting my content out there. And I'm going to do my best to find that video, like it, and give you a comment, my standard heart, this, and then another heart to let you know I saw it. And I appreciate the fact that you're willing to put my content on your page.
Yep. Oh, exactly. So we're going to get ready.
I appreciate that way more than somebody taking.
Quick. Yeah, sorry, and then we'll get back to this. I just want to let everybody know we're going to wrap this up. So I'm going to give you guys one more minute. If anybody that was in there wanted to, cool. If not, we will. It's at 126. We're at 126, and there goes a TV shot. There, every time it gets me. So we are at 126. I'm going to give you guys just one last minute, and then we will end this, and we'll continue the conversation. Jose Batista, he's out there having a urine, my thought. Hopefully he doesn't fall on the ice, but if he's not back in 5 minutes, we'll have to go check on him. So sorry, Rich, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I appreciate the people that just sit there and stare into the camera, or like Toby said, do the black screen way more than somebody who just downloads your video, uploads it as their own. Granted, they think that they're trying to help and just support you, but they not realizing they just stole your video and making it their own, which I've had numerous times. But exactly like Toby said, that's what pushes the algorithm. That's what pushes people to see your videos. Because if TikTok doesn't do it on their own, people have to be intrigued, duetting, stitching. That's what's needed. And without that stuff, none of us have followers. So for people to be that dicky about it, that guy's an asshole. One of the things, Toby, that I always people talk about, you see a video go where it's like recently there was that guy talking about single moms, how they're trash, they're not wanted type thing.
Yeah. Well, and he's doing exactly what he knows will get him.
Yep.
Noticed.
And look at the people getting tagged in it. So people getting tagged in it is you, me, JT, Ed Dudes. They tag all these big creators, and that guy loves it. That's what they're making these videos for. They're going out and saying, my content is going to be controversial. I'm going to stir some shit up, and I'm going to hope that a bigger creator duets or stitch it, and then I'm going to gain followers. And that's exactly like you said. That's all that you're doing. And you're taking away from the really good creators that are trying really hard to make some awesome content and giving it to these shit bags.
And let me explain something that a lot of people don't realize. The majority of these people, the vegan teacher, the guy that you were just talking about, who I refuse to ever let his face grace my page or his name, they are not these people either. They are not these people. They are not the people that they're portraying themselves to be. They know how to play the game. They are systematically geniuses, knowing exactly what is going to trigger people and what's going to get them views. And what was the other guy? The guy with like the proboscis monkey style nose. You know who I'm talking about. Yep. He knew exactly what he was doing. That guy, his accounts would get deleted. He'd make a new account. He'd have 1,300 followers, and every video he was doing would have 375,000 views. If that guy had enough followers to make it to the creator fund, you're doing nothing but making him money. Everybody made the vegan teacher money hand over fist. Everybody's making this clown that's talking about women, single moms, money hand over fist. If they are part of the creator fund, all you're doing by spreading these videos and pointing these people out is making them money, and a lot of it, because most of these videos are hitting in the millions, almost every single one.
Yep. So here is the number. We're going to wrap because we're having a great conversation.
I don't mean to get on a rant about that.
This is what we're going to do. We have one more video. It's a great conversation. We have one more video. All right. And then we're going to give everybody one last chance. This is the number. We're going to show the last video from our friends at Drunk Engineer. And if you guys want, we can do a demo. Maybe we'll get shut down again. But either way, here is a video from our friends, Drunk Engineers. SquattyEngineers.ca. You guys can get this. And what's really cool is they are starting to ramp up for the St. Patrick's Day event. So here is a St. Patrick's Day giveaway that they are. So, you just missed out. DM us on Instagram and see what we can do. Oh, so apparently that's over. I don't know.
Well, it's probably because based on shipping, that's about when it would get there. You know, like a latest of date to order, so that it will get to you by that date.
True. Yeah, and they're Canadian, so if it is stateside, it's a little bit more. But you guys can get the original pump action tool for $27.95. They have a great Gears and Beers hoodie in this bevy blazer. From what I told, if anybody from Drunk Engineers watching wants to send a couple over to the boys in the Beard Law Studio, the whole crew, we'd love them. Joe Myers has one; he absolutely loves it. But they do have an ambassador program, so if you are interested, coming soon is going to be the skinny pump action shotgun tool. So obviously you can do some seltzers and anything, some ultras.
Okay. Can I mention something about this company real quick?
Yeah.
So let me tell you what makes a great company. Okay. An amazing PR program, an amazing support system. You know, customer service is number one when it comes to especially small business. And this is definitely an extremely small business. I made a video. I had never had a problem with my pump action tool before. I made a video and the can itself was just overpressurized and it wouldn't go through. And I finally got it to pop, but I couldn't get it to release. Come to find out, I bent the tip trying to pop it. That's on me. That's my fault, right? But they saw the video and they immediately contacted me on Instagram once they saw it. And they were like, hey, we're going to fix this for you. Let us get you another one out. Okay, first of all, they're Canadian, so they're going to be overly nice, and this was a really difficult task for me.
You haven't met Bella.
It was everything I could to convince them this was my fault. I'll pay for my mistake. You guys do not need to do this. And they go, well, fine. Let us send you one of the skinny ones as soon as it comes out. I said, nope, I'm fine with paying for that too. But the amount of appreciation they have for their customer base is unparalleled with any company I have ever dealt with.
Yep,
ever.
It is, and we did the little segment where we got the device and we showed people how to use it, and I'll do one just for fun because why not? Yes, Canada. So the other day, Dobby, our friend Dobby, we love Dobby. Dobby's self-admittedly, and it's not a bad thing, he's not a drinker, but he got one to support this amazing company. So he decided to unbox it, use it for the first time while live. You know what I mean? The other day, and he failed. The first
it did not turn out well.
You can watch the video or get guidance, and it didn't help that and our beloved friend Aiden was just like, enough. He was going to put duct tape on his eyes and just because it was everybody trying to explain to him at once, and he was just panicky and he didn't know what to do. And they even they messaged me. I think they reached out to him and they're like, this looks bad on us, and we're like, no, it's not on you. Dobby's not a drinker. He just didn't know. And they're like,
he's not a drinker, and there's a really good chance he was high as fuck.
And he was just, you know what I mean? But the company themselves to attest to it, they're like, that means we're not doing something right. There is an issue with it if a single person cannot just use it from the time they get it to the time that they use it. And for anybody, we try to explain. It's all about the angle. It gives that bubble, and you give it a little, all right, and then you push it down. Got to hear that click. Then you give it a little spin, creates the perfect hole, and then, as Joe Myers would say, cheers.
Chug it. They need to come up with the some kind of like Edward 40 hands gloves.
Oh God!
Just go like this. Go
where you slip your whole hand into the device.
Because nobody needs the
kind of
duct
hard
tape.
to spin it. You're like,
Nobody needs duct tape that much on their. It takes away from the little bit of hair.
Drunk Engineers, if you are listening, you need the Edward 40 hands gloves. And Red Rich, what do you think? 2%, 3% of all sales?
Yeah, 2.5.
All right, 2.5% of all sales. So, yes, there we go. All right, so we are going to close the bids. And everybody, I'm just going to give one last countdown. Logan's going to, in his head, count to 30 when he gives it a nod.
Let me just say one thing. I've known Matt Beardlaws for a long time. Thank God for everyone involved that shot thing wasn't around 10 or 15 years ago.
God. That's a good call.
It's good that we're all getting older.
When I bartended 10 years ago.
What would you have done if you're a bartender and that thing just gets passed around down by down?
I would have bought 15 of them, and then instead of like line up the shots, everyone goes like this, and it ends up all over my bar. I would like, here, motherfucker, we're doing shots of beer, like this, and then it just would have been 15 beer chugs, I would have made less money because everyone would have been more fucked up.
Yes, and in a video coming
Then-
soon, we will talk about this.
Let me just say
place.
this. Thank God this did not exist when you and I first met.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing.
Bad juju.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a good thing that what he just showed that we'll cover on a later day didn't exist, because the shotgun tool is nothing compared to that bad boy.
I'm going to show you just because we're talking about. We can't
All right,
not tell them.
do it.
So this is the
Go
Kong.
over.
All right. So it is a koozie. All right. Then you take the koozie out, put it in. Give it
Holy shit!
I haven't seen this yet.
No, I just got it today from
Whoa!
our friends at Kong.
Oh yeah, I got just as excited.
Yeah, and I did one of these for Toby in the background. So then you fill it up.
Have they gotten Beer Bong John to be a sponsor yet? I mean, it would only make sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't ever want to get verified.
So fill that up, and we're just going to give it a minute. And so I just text, while we do this, I just checked the last of the silent auction that I delayed a little bit, and the winning bid was 126. 126. They outdid 125 by 1. Perfect.
Those bastards.
And, I'm pretty sure the person is in here. I feel like we can announce it now. It's not silent anymore. So I just want the person to just say that. Well, it's going to give it away either way. Just give me the permission to say that you are the winner, and then we will show you on the screen, and then give me the information, and we'll exchange. You know what I mean? I'll give you the PayPal. You probably already know it, but yeah, just give me permission in there. So, guys, this is the Kong
126.
So so obviously it is a koozie, and it's cool. And then you just give this a little twist, raise it up.
Look at that shit.
Isn't that amazing? Is that not amazing?
And I'm sorry that
Science.
you're 6 months sober and we are doing all this shit.
It doesn't bother
I
me at all.
just kind of realized in mid chug that I was like, oh, we have a guest who is 6 months
Oh,
sober.
no. Trust me. Like,
Chugging beers.
it does not. I promise you. Actually, it bothers me more if people wouldn't drink in front of me. I'd be like, I'm not fucking completely loser.
He's not like the person that quit smoking and then gives everybody shit about smoking.
No, I'm an ex-smoker, and
Those
if
are the worst.
if I was next to you right now, I'd be like, just blow the smoke right. I stand next to cigarette smokers.
There's nothing I hate more than my mother does that to me. My mom smoked for 30 years, and then she saw me lighting up a cigarette, and she's like, I really wish you'd stop smoking. Those are so bad for you. I was like, would you shut the fuck up?
I miss cigarettes. Like, I don't miss smelling like it, but I miss cigarette. Although this does taste fucking phenomenal, but I do. I miss my my Winston Reds.
I was smoking Winston's until these came back out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Filtered
World
or
War
unfiltered?
II, baby. I'm going World War II.
Roll them up in your sleeve. You got to do
That's
it.
right.
Are they smaller too?
Yes.
Are they filtered?
They're like the original style World War II type.
Yes, they are. Okay, here,
Probably
real quick.
wrap
I'm sorry,
better.
guys. God, I keep pulling away from like the conversation, but this is
Don't
now.
smoke, kids.
I literally just lit this, but here's like a regular size cigarette, and here's your lucky strike.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
Makes sense.
It's
I used to
slightly.
smoke-
It's halfway between a Marlboro 72 and a standard king size cigarette.
I used to smoke those during WW2. I keep them in my pocket.
Don't you tell me about it. I put those inside. I rolled them up. I kept them in the band of my Kevlar helmet, my steel pot. You remember the days? You remember the days, Rich?
I killed 15 of those fuckers without even dropping my lucky strike. But you like to twerk on the tiki-taki, and you're fucking important. Okay.
Okay. All right. These
Piper
goddamn
is losing her shit right now. She hates that voice. Hates that voice.
Who'd you say hates it?
Piper, I'm going to do a whole episode of the Oddcast in that voice coming up soon.
So also we are giving you an update. You are 954 subscribers. So thank you.
Let's
everyone
go.
that took the
We
time
got some.
out of their
That's good.
busy
That's
day
good.
to get there. He's almost at 1,000. So
Thank
yeah, there should be a Metal Gear Solid joke in here somewhere.
Did we? I've been looking. Did we get who won it? Is still on here or no?
I haven't seen the comment, and I was just kind of delaying. So maybe I'll ask Rich another question if you're cool, unless you got to go. We're a little bit
I know.
over, but I got nothing else to do. Logan doesn't have anything else to do until
I
work.
got nothing to do. And this makes up for because the last time I was on a podcast with Toby, this is what it sounded like.
Oh God, he didn't realize that he had his microphone muted the entire podcast.
No.
I was. Let me tell you something. So, like me and Rebel, we go way back from Vine. Bobby and all them. We've been friends for a long time. I didn't know Toby. I didn't know Beer Bong John was on. I was still fairly new to TikTok. I was just starting to move up. And here's an opportunity to hang out with these guys who I love their videos. I love their content. I not to sound like a weirdo, but I look up to in the social media world. And I'm going to sit down and do a podcast with them. And my fucking mic is muted the entire time. The entire time.
He was you could tell there was at points where he was just talking really loud, and that's when you could like kind of hear him. We're like, oh, we can hear you now. He's like, yeah, I'm almost screaming. We're like, oh. And so when it got over, I was like, hey man, I'm so sorry about your mic issues. He's like, yeah, he was on mute the whole time. I was like,
Whole time. I was like,
you're welcome,
embarrassed, livid. It was just, I was like, this sucks.
I got my Twitch streams fixed. Thank you. Now everybody else is louder than me, which I'm sure people prefer.
And I'm just gonna say something here, and I'm not. It might kill the mood a little bit, but we're gonna you know what I mean. We're gonna move on from it. But I just want to give a big my condolences to Veteran Army 420, who is just a huge part of the Beard Laws community. An amazing person. He lost his father today, so I just want to throw my condolences out there. And if anybody else, you know what I mean, just keep them in your thoughts and whatever else that you do. I chatted with him a little bit earlier, and it's obviously, you know, losing your dad is not a fun thing. It is terrible, and I really want to send my condolences to the entire family on behalf of the Beard Laws crew, because he does so much thing. Yes, you shaved your beard. And I gave you a little bit of shit for it, but all kidding aside, like we are very sorry, and I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Hearts out to you, brother.
Yep. So he's just an amazing dude, and I know Susan's in here as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like you said, he's a big part of the brands and everything, and just condolences to the family. So
some prayers, positive energy to you guys.
Yep.
Not to change it back to humor necessarily intentionally, because that's how I deal with.
Yes, no, and I'm the same way. And like I said, anybody that knows us, and Sarge as well, we wanted to throw that out there, and then we were going to transition quickly.
However, we've all seen the latest trend, right? Which is remove your beard, which is funny because I'm always early to like big trends. Like I'll post a video and then 2 weeks later, all of a sudden,
early. That's what I heard about it.
And like, son of a bitch, like I keep missing it. So 2 weeks ago, I posted a video on my Instagram saying, yeah, it's all right, it'll grow back, where I found that bearded filter, right? Now everybody's doing it. And I'm like, son of a fucking every time. But did you see the guy that's got like a longer beard and he did the reveal and it like filled in the area where like his beard was like on either side, and it looked, and he kept moving his head and it would move like skin. And he goes, son of a bitch, I'm a bald chinian. I was like, I was done. I was absolutely done, dude. I was like, I can't do it.
Well, when Matt did his, it made him look like a meth head. I don't know what that was about.
The stash. And here, let's see if I can bring it up. And what's awesome though for me,
and the truth comes out.
And it's funny.
Comes out.
And it's funny because you guys are original content creators, and I'm never going to, you know what I mean, and be like, I'm an original content. My thing that I do, it's fucking lazy. All right. And something that Gary Vee said, it's not that you're lazy, it's just that you don't care. Not that I don't care. At the end of the day, like TikTok is a side thing for me. Like, and I'm not trying to downplay it or anything. Like, I love the community, I love the people I've met, but it's not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the time that I allocate to put in as much time as you guys do with original content. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I just don't have that kind of time. But so I do the another beard down where people shave and I react to that.
I love it. I love another beard down. I love that.
But I have to admit that I've been so excited, and people are hitting me out. They're like, dude, your content's fucked. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, people are using this app and they're realizing that they don't want to shave because they're ugly. And I go, I am grateful for it. I truly want the beards to stay because it is great for the bearded community. Because a lot of people don't know there's a lot of beard contests. There is a lot of great things that the bearded community does. It's almost like there's a lot of like biker clubs, clubs, and they get that mentality from Sons of Anarchy and all this stuff where biker gangs are bad and all these clubs. I don't know what to do right now. Sorry, Toby.
I'm
sorry.
not for him. You
sorry.
You
I'm so sorry.
But a lot of these, not only the biker community, but the beard community, every contest that they do, everything that they do is driven to help amazing causes. Just like right now it is, and we're on the Talking Beards Network, so I wanted to plug this in earlier, but I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. It's Mob Beard Fest, all right? It is a huge mob event, which is a huge club, and their thing is just flipping people off. So if you're in an area that has mobs and you love flipping people off, this is to you, all the mobs, and it's not offensive. This is just what they do. So they have a huge event with so many amazing people, and I honestly wish that I could go. Our state in New York, as you know, you leave. It's a whole event to come back and like I really wanted to go. It's an amazing cause. It's an amazing event. But because of this event, we are actually going to do a Death Nut Challenge. I think it's Saturday. I'm going to confirm Toby. Toby's involved. DJ Hunts is involved. That Bible guy, I think. And there's a couple of people that are going to be involved, and we are going to do. And I say they are going to do the Death Nut Challenge. I'm going to help MC, I think, with Scott from Talking Beards. And all the money raised during this event live is going to go to the same exact cause that Mob Fest is raising money for right now in this amazing event. So, yes, Josh throwing up that middle finger.
Is that like one of those hot chips? Is that like it's a nut?
So do you want me to tell you
like that, but it's way. Do
you want me to tell you what the stage 5 nut on this is?
Yeah, I mean, explain.
So
give me the nut.
You have to do what? Each nut, and you got, what is it? Is it 10 minutes between each nut?
I can't remember the official rules. I could look it up. But either way, so you eat round 1, you wait a little bit, then you go round 2. You can't have any drink by the official rules.
Yep.
Tell us the last one is. How many million Scovilles?
It's 5 rounds, and the 5th round, the last round, it has 2 times Carolina Reaper pepper powder, Moraga Scorpion pepper powder, and 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals.
Jesus Christ. I mean, legitimately, I'm not kidding. I've made videos about both of these, but I truly believe that ketchup is spicy. Okay, let me just put that one out there. And I never understand you guys with the hot shit. Like, I made a video about it, but like, I'll go get wings with a buddy, and I'll be like, yeah, could I just get some mild with the extra blue cheese? And he's over here like, yeah, let me get the devil's dick juice. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to throw it out there. Nacho, anybody else that, I do too, Josh. And if you have Amazon Prime and you can order that and get it in before Saturday or potentially Sunday, Toby, I'm sorry, I've been dragging. I'm going to get a hold of Aaron tonight, ask him the exact date, the exact time. But if you want to get through this,
if they order it right now, they should be able to get it.
Yes, so Nacho, anybody else that truly wants to do this, go ahead. Don't feel obligated. I am not putting you up to it. But here's the official rules. No liquids or food allowed until completion. Chew entire contents for 15 seconds. You wait 60 seconds before going to the next one.
Okay.
All right, so then after you eat the contents of level 5, you have to wait 5 minutes for the burn to complete the challenge.
Now, here's the thing. My hot sauce, my wing challenge sauce that I make, which the challenge is to get through 6 wings. It's 6 wings, 6 minutes. That's not eat them as fast as you can and wait, whatever the remainder of time is. It's eat a wing. You have 1 minute to eat the wing and pass before a full minute has to pass before you have the next one. My wing sauce is 12 million Scoville.
Oh,
I have made it as far as 4 wings and said, I'm going to die. I have to stop.
This is when you should have plugged the poop knife. I'm just throwing that one out there. Like, this would have been
but so the poop knife would need to have like some ice cream on the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't need the poop. Trust me, for the next 3 days.
Toby, you know what you will need though, and you've made fun of me for the last couple of weeks. You're gonna need a bidet.
Milk.
I am going to need a bidet because I am not.
I just so happen to have
anywhere near
something in the works with the bidet company. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm shitty, but all sorts of shitty deals land my ways with amazing companies with bidets, poop knives,
I think I killed this one too.
all sorts of stuff. So it's
I-
just
that's-
absolutely
The
amazing.
bidet is one of those ones too. I think I did a video about this too. But it's one of those ones like, how did that come about? Like somebody was like, all right, here's the deal. Listen, I know we've been using like, shirts and book pages to wipe our ass, but how about, hear me out on this one. We just take some water at a high rate of speed and fire it right into our fucking ass.
Have you ever
first
used
of
one?
all, it's called a bidet, and it's only pronounced that way because it's French in origin. So I'm going to put out it's French.
That's right.
That is some extra basic bitch shit. Like that's all.
Have you ever?
I
Yeah,
want
have
one.
you ever used
They
one?
have baguettes.
No,
like
I want
okay,
one.
that's
Yes.
All right, so I
fancy name
recently,
for bread.
I usually got one. All right. I recently was thankful. I was given one. I did a review, a live reaction. The first time I ever used it was a little bit ago. All right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it works. You're gonna so essentially, I'm not gonna get into too many details. I mean, this
Can't
isn't
get
the
away
Oddcast
from
podcast,
this.
which you can follow at the Red Rich on YouTube, which the link was in the bio. You guys can get them up to 1,000 followers. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you get in there and you hit that. There's 4, and the one that I got, it's 4 different pressures. All right. And you get in there, you hit that thing. And I'm gonna tell you, you go in there, you dry it up. There's no shit on that paper.
Are you
You
gonna
get in there to dry
do
it.
the video? Are you gonna do the video that we talked about?
What are the speeds on this? Does it go from like gentle to pegging? Like how does that? What the? There's
You know what I mean?
4 speeds?
I worked my way into it thinking like, oh, one of them's just gonna
Yes,
go
it
right.
does.
One of them might come out my mouth. But no, it's just it's and the best part is in the bathroom. The first time I did this, I was like, I want to, we're all dudes, but we're all kids at heart. I was like, I want to see how far this thing really fucking goes. So I had the toilet open and I fucking cranked it, and it went. I think that thing would have shot about 50 feet. And I was just like, oh, I don't know if I want this in my butt, right? So then I was like, all right. So I went with the first one. I'm like, not bad. And it wasn't really that, it's not painful by any means, but I'm going to tell you right now, it does a fantastic job cleaning. And I'll get into another episode where, there's a little bit of some wiggle in or something, but you find that spot, you hit it, you clean it. Kind of like, it reminds me, you ever see it at carnivals where you got that water gun?
Yeah.
You got to hit that spot. Once you hit that spot, leave it just for a little bit. You get in there dry, there's no shit, and it's amazing. Because let's be honest,
My turn.
We've I'll give you your turn 1 second. Let's be honest. We've all been through some spurts where we drank too much, or maybe and then it leads to shitting too much.
Sure.
And you got to use baby wipes. And I'm gonna be honest, there was a lot of times that I just had baby wipes by my toilet. It's almost the same concept, but I'm gonna tell you, it's just a dry and you're done. And I can't believe it. I can't. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna get into details, but it's not like I'm one little full.
And like we discussed, they make them that have a heated dryer that
They do.
shoots out as well.
Yep, you can have heated
Look at
water.
That changed Rich's whole perspective right there. He goes, "Whoa, wait,
He did. I saw the body.
wait! You're saying that it'll blow dry too?"
Yeah,
Logan,
I mean,
Logan has something.
All right.
All right.
2 things. Number 1, I only had one thing until Matt Beardlaws just said the little shooter thing at the carnival. For one, I don't want a fucking carny midget underneath my either toilet or my asshole after I poop. I think that's
Wait.
fucking
You
weird.
say that, but have you ever had it?
I mean, I'll come over and hang out in your toilet for a little while.
Dude,
No. Jeremy will.
we're almost the same size. We're just gonna end up high fiving. The eye contact's gonna be weird.
so instead of shooting the clown's mouth, you're just shooting the chocolate starfish.
Yes.
And you can get it heated up.
Yes, you can have it heated. Yep.
Here's
the water.
problem. How did this start? So, like, the logical idea is how this started. Like, I'm a king. I like to have everything clean. Here's what actually happened. Guy or girl or guy, girl or guy was licking ass.
No.
And then, nope, I don't care. I will end it with that's the last part of this. He's just gonna look up and be like, no offense, but and this night has been great. The candles were nice, the food was great, and quite frankly, I'm having a good time. But do you not know how to wipe?
I'm going to tell you how it got
That's how it
started. Oh, I'm going to tell you exactly how it got started. And this may not be in the books or the
This is
record
probably
book or the actual thing, but what happened was, see, the guy, you were in the shower trying to clean up your noose, okay? And you put that little shower pressure on full fucking blast, and you you know, you can wrap it around. You can try to do what you want to do. But he had a stationary one that didn't come off. So here he is doing a fucking full-on handstand, spreading cheeks in the toilet.
Actually, he had his concubines or slaves helping him to hold me up.
Can I tell you how the bidet actually started when you guys are done with your theories?
Okay.
Theories are better.
I want to hear how it actually started, but after that, I've got one thing that I just need to ask if you all have seen it. That's
Okay,
all.
so the bidet started in the 1600s in France.
Kings and queens.
All right, so there was, you know what I mean? It was set up as like a washing basin for your private parts and was considered a second step to the chamber pot. So you did this, you went to the second step, cleaned yourself, and then you had them both in the bedroom or dressing chamber.
Yeah, because all they did was do it. All they did was did it. All that end of the night, ladies and men. I want to be clean. I want to be the cleanest.
There's nothing wrong with a clean asshole.
There's nothing wrong with
hygiene.
It's phenomenal hygiene. I'm going to tell you what, you pair this bidet with the Squatty Potty. Not only are you taking, no, I'm serious. If you guys ever come to my house and take a shit, you're going to be like, this fucking man is the king of shitting. Because I'm telling you what,
I'm not gonna lie, he's got a legitimate point.
I got to ask you a serious question. Yes or no? Are you sponsored by Squatty Potty?
No.
Okay, good. Then I'm going to say this. Do not waste your money on a Squatty Potty. I have children. Those little step stools that you sell for like $9.99 so they can reach up and brush their own goddamn teeth. Same exact thing.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
They are. But, so I had one because my daughter's a little bit older now. And that thing, you know what I mean? The stool broke. It was just there. So I was like, you know what? Got the and for a while ago, like when Squatty Potty first came out, the commercials with the unicorn to get the last scoop out, they're not that expensive. And I was like, I have to be a part of this.
Here's my problem with Squatty Potty, though. Okay, they were not thinking of us short-dicked people when they made that, because if I am sitting in the position where my legs are now up, that immediately means that my little chode is hanging on the nutsack and is going to piss over the toilet bowl.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Have you used one?
Yeah, I've used one.
Okay, well, what's amazing, because then you're not like, well, and you know, back in the day, you're not tripping over these goddamn kid things because it slides under your toilet. That's why I love it. It's the storage piece.
Okay, so does anybody here? Who here is all veteran? Anybody here besides me?
No.
Okay, so for the longest time, I was in Iraq, but they do the same thing in Afghanistan. When they take a shit, they squat to take a shit. Now, I could never understand why. And when the Squatty Potty came out, I did a little bit of research. I was like, this is bullshit. So I went to go research. Sure shit, that's the whole reason they shit the way that they do. So we would provide porta-johns for the people that we bring in for interrogations or questioning, however you want to look at it, waterboarding, things like that. Not saying that happened.
Allegedly.
But when they would go into first of all, when they would go into the John, they would request 2 water bottles, and the water bottles were like this big. So they request 2 of those. They'd go in and they would stand on top of the porta-john, and they would squat on top of it with their feet on the edge of it, and they would squat down and they'd take their shit and then they'd spray water on them. Because first of all, for one, they say it's unclean for a person's hand to be down there. So they didn't wipe, they used water. So essentially you used a manual bidet to do it. But almost every house either had some sort of, like, I guess the best way to describe it is like a douching device in their toilet, or they would have bidets. But it was the squatting that always got to me. So when the Squatty Potty came out, I did my research, and no shit, it literally is a healthier way to go to it's a less stressful.
You get the last scoop out.
Here's my problem with squatting.
Our culture's lazy.
Here's my problem with squatting, okay? Again, driving home from work one day, the shits came upon me, and I had to run into the woods. So I found a friendly tree to lean up against, and I squatted. However, you would have thought I ate one of those crazy nuts, and the shit went into my pants that were around my ankles. Literally fired right. I was like, I just ran into the woods. I should have just shit my own.
If you're going to squat like that, again, another reason why the men in Iraq and these Middle Eastern countries, they wear the burqas. They wear a man dress, what we call a man dress, because they can squat like that and fluff it out, and it all just it goes inside the circus tent, and they don't got to worry about it.
It makes. I'll tell you, that was the worst phone call I ever made too. I called my boss. I was like, I'm not going to make it in today. He's like, what's going on? I go, I shit my pants. He's like, oh, what? You couldn't make it somewhere? I was like, no, I did make it to where I needed to go, and then I just shit into my pants.
Into my pants. I just shit
idiot.
right into them.
Yeah, right.
Diarrhea. By the way, can I just say diarrhea is the go-to excuse if you ever need a day off work, because most of the time nobody's ever asking questions.
Nope.
I can't make it in today. Why?
Because if your boss,
listen, I have got the worst case of diarrhea. I can't make it 5 steps out of my bathroom before I'm turning right back and say no more. Take the day off. Gotcha. So let me get back to what I was saying. So that is actually really cool what Matt just got done telling us. I love history of stuff like that. Just like sayings, right? Like don't throw the
Like
bathwater,
the
baby out with the bathwater, stuff like that. I love looking into the history of these things. But have you guys ever seen the video where it was like a shower, but the shower head was missing, and the guy turns the thing, and it's just a straight stream, like at crotch range, but it's like super, like coming out of a high pressure hose, and it's like, dude, I showed that to my wife because all these women were doing videos, and they were just coming across like,
Could you? I just can't.
And I showed it to my wife, and she says, "You keep that away from me. That thing is evil."
My parents have a shower with like 15. It could rain on you. It shoots
it's got all the side ports and everything in
this wall. It's absolutely insane. But there is that. I've seen those showers where the one that lines up, and you're looking at it. The first time I was in a hotel, and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm going, "What is the purpose of that? I can't understand." And then I realized the purpose is for you to take a shower like this.
Yes.
Basically, you're just showering your ass at that point.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And like I said, so eventually I'm gonna talk more about this brand, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, my life, my ass is so much better. And from a guy that sits on his ass all day, because I'm an IT guy, I'm working remotely. This is where I am. It helps. I'm just throwing this out there. So we can move on from the shit stuff. We've been way over. So Logan has one more thing to say.
Can I say one thing? It's 10:30 Eastern Standard Logan time. We still have 23 viewers. We're a half hour over. That, you know what that means? It's been a great fucking show, buddy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic show.
I have to go.
Logan has started his truck.
Like, I gotta leave.
Yeah. I have to go. I got a text. If you're still on, I will meet you at my house.
Okay.
Good luck with Stephen Matz. Good luck with Stephen Matz.
Please highlight Piper's latest comment.
Okay. And what hotel is that for science purposes? Love
you got the wife with that one.
And we got the best show ever. Yeah, this was a fantastic.
This has been a great show.
Great time.
Fantastic show. So, like I said, so what we'll do is, backstage party. If anybody would like to, we can shoot me a message in the number. Whatever it is now at this point, we can hang out. And awesome show. Thank you so much. Yes, 3:30 in the morning there. Yes, you are wild, Laura. So what we do at the end of the show is we put the guest on the big screen. You tell them anything that you want. Self-plug, no pun intended, exactly where they can find you, whatever you have going on. And Toby has a lot of money.
Toby, I'll just.
So are you ready to be on the big screen and just to be able to tell everybody where they can find you, what you have going on? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So you can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/TheRedRich every Wednesday night. All new episodes of the Oddcast live. It's myself, Miss Piper, Nacho, and Vela. We got great shows lined up coming up in April. We got the roast of me. That's going to be good. The toasted roast. It's on 420. And you can also find me on Instagram, _red_rich, because, you have to make it difficult with all these stupid underscores. But that's where you guys can find me. But most importantly is YouTube. Going to be pushing a lot of my content over to that area. That's really where you can find me. But the Oddcast, that's the most important thing to me. Go subscribe.
Go subscribe. And thankfully, we are, the last time I looked, I think we're at 955. So we're getting close to 1,000. And people want to know, what's 1,000? Once you get to 1,000, and then you have a bunch of public watched hours, that's when you can monetize. And that's when every time somebody views your video and does everything you do for the show like that, it starts to kick back. So That's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah,
And
because my
hopefully
OnlyFans failed miserably, and I owe people money.
yes,
I
yes,
actually
we've all
owe
been-
people money.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine did too. And like I said, and thankfully the Beard Laws channel, we're 400 public watch hours away. And then we can hit that monetization. So all kidding aside, there's a couple of people that sent the link to the backstage. And if you guys want to, you're more than welcome to stay. But what we're going to do is we're going to end this. A couple of people we're going to come out. I am going to go pee because all of that talk about bidet and water and all the cool products from Junk Engineer and Conga and stuff like that is really starting to kick in. So all kidding aside, thank you, Red Rich, for your time. Thank you, Toby, a.k.a. Mr. Nobody. Appreciate you,
Baby,
Logan. Drive
I'm
safe.
gonna butter your bread.
Yeah, he's gonna put it old bread. And thank you, Logan. Obviously, he's gonna be back in the backstage once he gets home. He got a text message and he had to go. So hopefully everything's all right with him. I'm sure it will be. So thanks to all of you amazing people for watching this. This has been absolutely fantastic as well. Check out Red Rich everywhere. Check out They Call Me Toby 2 everywhere. Don't check out Mr. Nobody because I don't know him. He could be a great guy, but I have a feeling he's kind of a dick. But we'll be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Triple T episode 23. Michael Jordan might even show up. Things are going to get crazy. But thanks, everybody, again for hanging out. And congratulations to the winner who didn't confirm they're the winner. So if they don't get back to me, then the other bid might be the winner. But we'll figure that out. And thank you to Room Green Productions for allowing us to do a great giveaway. And thanks to all the people that put in their bids. You guys are amazing as well. Stay safe. Stay bearded, everybody. We're going to hit you out with the outro. And have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you Tuesday. Okay, bye.